Students, let's think about another property of the material, that is solubility. We are to see about the next property of the material, which are whether the material is soluble or insoluble in water. And this is sugar. This is salt. This is sand. So we are going to see whether these materials are soluble or insoluble in water. Let us first take a little sugar. And make it dissolve. You will be able to see this sugar dissolves in water. Okay. So whenever we keep it for a little time, you will be able to see that this will dissolve in water. Now let's take, this is water and this is salt. You will be able to see that this salt also will dissolve in water. Let's take another water in a test tube and pour soil in it. Soil, or if you have chalk powder in your hand, you can put a chalk powder. Okay. We will be able to see that the soil will not dissolve in water. Okay. The soil will not dissolve in water. So children, from this activity, we could understand that the materials can be either soluble in water or insoluble in water. So you will be able to see these sugar and salt dissolved in water, and the sand did not dissolve in water. So materials can be either soluble or insoluble. Okay, and let us think about some liquids. And what is this? This is oil. Okay, this is oil. And what is this? Is water. So these are two liquids. So I am going to mix this water with this oil. You shake well and keep here for some time. You will be able to see that the water stands below and the oil stands above. That means these two liquids are immiscible liquids. So water, kerosene, all these are not miscible materials. So materials can be either soluble or insoluble. So in the case, the liquids also can be miscible or immiscible. If you mix water with the lemon juice, it will dissolve. Both will mix. It will not stand different. But if you mix water with oil, this will not mix. So we can say another property of objects, the liquids can be either mixing or mixing. Okay children, now next property of materials is that float or sink. Children, I will show you. This is water taken in a beaker and this is a thermocol. I will put, and what will happen to this thermocol? You know, this thermocol will float in water, float over the water. Okay, and if you put, this is a coin and I am going to put it in the beaker, you will be able to see the coin has sunk in water. Okay, so materials can be either sink in water or float on water. This is the another property of materials. Then another important property of the materials is transparency. Transparency means if an object can be seen through it. For example, you will be able to see what is inside the beaker. Okay, you can understand that this is water and the thermocol is floating over it. There is a coin inside it. So we can say that this is a transparent material. That means the material inside the container can be easily seen through it. So this is a transparent material. Now I am going to keep this thermocol inside this plastic box. Can you see the thermocol through this box? So this box is an opaque material. So materials can be either transparent or opaque. And another type of materials are there. This is a translucent material. Okay, you will be able to see something is inside this bottle, but it is unclear. So if something can be seen through it but which is unclear is known as translucent objects. So objects can be either transparent, opaque or translucent. So very good translucent object is our hand. You can do this activity at home. You take a torch and lit it and close the room and you stand in a dark room and you just blow the torchlight through the palm. You will be able to see the unclearly you will be able to see the inside of your palm. So our palm is a translucent object. Is it clear children? So in this chapter we discussed about how materials can be grouped on the basis of either their shape or their color or their materials which are made of. And then we had seen that what are the different properties of materials. The appearance of the materials can be allow us to know about whether it is a material or metal or non-metal. If the given material is metal, it shows some shiny appearance, especially when we cut its surface. We will be able to see the glowing and shiny appearance of the material, so which are known as metals. And some other materials can be do not show any kind of this shining, which are known as non-metals. And the materials can be either hard or soft. Some materials are very hard, some are very soft. We can squeeze it with our hand. And some materials can be either soluble in water or insoluble in water. Okay, and liquids can be miscible or immiscible. Miscible liquids are lemon juice and water are miscible liquids, and oil and water are immiscible liquids. And objects can be either transparent or opaque or translucent. So these are the properties of materials. My dear children, I will upload the notes through the WhatsApp and you read the lesson very well and many activities are given in the textbook. You should try to do the activities and also try to fill the each column given in the text by yourself with the help of a pencil. Thank you.